Alright, I just wanted to show quickly how I did this fender to get it centered and perfect and everything. Obviously took the tire off so you can get to the framework, and basically what I did was I measured, I measured and made sure that the back of my axle, I put a center mark on the framework, and then I put a center mark on the trailer. I lined up those two marks, that way I'm dead center on that tire and it's not going to look ridiculous. And I put it tight up to here. I put a tack on there, and I'll probably just, I'll weld across it. It's not going to take much. These fenders aren't meant to be, climbed on, so to speak, but and then tack it right there. I'll weld here, and obviously I'm going to weld back here, and then underneath here I'll probably put a few stitches, just so it's not banging and rattling, and that should be good. I just wanted to show you that. My next step now, before I go ahead and weld this up, is I'm going to double check, because I'm going to throw that tire back on, and everything should work fine. I hope so. It's too late to take this fender back. But I already did my double checking, so we should be good. And some guys, I don't know, I've seen it before where they add a piece of angle iron out here or put something along the bottom edge, but I'm not going to do that in this case. If I dent up the fender, I dent up the fender. I mean, they're cheap enough for me to replace it if I have to, so I just wanted to show you that. Okay, I just put the tire on just to make sure. Now there's one more thing I want to bring up about this, and it might not be a bad idea to get your fenders, and I did this, but double check before you put these side racks on. You might want to make that side rack a hair bigger if you feel you need more clearance. Right now I measured this, I have 2.5 inches before that tire bottoms out, which happens to be the exact same distance I have before my axle bottoms out against the frame. Like I said, this is a 3,500 pound axle. We shouldn't be bottoming out, but if you overweight it, overload it I should say, or going down some pretty bumpy roads, it's possible, but I'm not going to wreck anything. So just something to consider before you put your side racks on, because now would be a bad time to find out, oh man, I should have had my fender up another inch. Well, I forgot to mention, but I kind of pre-arranged, pre-measured all that stuff before I even did this, so just something to keep in mind. Okay, here's a good one, guys. Check out my rear suspension versus the fender. This could be a potential issue. This has just popped up. I just noticed it. There's one thing. I'm not sure how this is going to travel yet, but basically, right here could potentially take this out someday. If this gets loaded down, hitting bumps, the travel of this could potentially bend that out. So in this case, I'm probably going to leave it alone until I get everything on it that I want. And if it's going to be a problem, what I'll do most likely is take a cutoff wheel, cut up, and cut that little section right out. Maybe I'll fill it back in with something. We'll see how the cut looks. I'm not too worried about it, but this is the kind of stuff that comes up. And like I said, it's just common sense. You could buy fenders that are 2 inches wider and wouldn't be an issue. But I just happened to notice this, and I just wanted to bring it up because this is real life.